To make this trending dress, I'll need at least 4 different colors, of which they are all 100% acrylic DK yarns, and for the main color I'm suggesting you to use at least 3 balls. Each ball is about 100 gram. You'll need stitch markers, 4mm crochet hook, scissor, and a measuring tape. To begin, you're actually going to start off by making a slip knot, and you're going to chain 110 or 111, and this is for size small, which means this one is just going to be running from the back of my neck to the knees. The number of the chains actually is going to be depending on the length of the dress you want. Once you're satisfied with the length of your chain, just flip your chain backward, and you're going to work into those loops at the back. So just make a double crochet into the second chain from the hook, actually then add 2 more double crochet back into it to create a granny stitch. Skip 2 chains. Now make a 3 double crochet into the third chain from the hook. It's actually the third loop from the previous chain that you have made the first 3 double crochet. Then you must just repeat the pattern all the way till the end. Three double crochet into the last chain, chain 1 and turn your work. Make 1 double crochet into that first stitch from the hook, and make 3 double crochet into the next space to create your first granny stitch. Continue making 3 double crochet in each space all the way until the end. Repeat the pattern until for this main color you get a total of 4 rows. To switch to the second color, just leave that last double crochet stitch halfway like that with 2 loops on the hook. Cut off the yarn and fold the other yarn that you're going to attach. Then just pull it through those 2 loops, chain 1, turn your work, and you're just going to repeat the pattern. Keep alternating between the white and the brown color until you have a total of 3 rows for the brown one and 2 rows for the white one before you switch to the fourth color, which is purple in my case. And for the purple, it's going to have a total of 2 rows consecutively without mixing it with other color. So just go ahead and alternate between your colors like that for all of them, and just make sure the main color, which is the peach one in my case, it must have a total of 3 sets, and the brown and white one, they should also be having a total of 3 sets, and the purple one must have a total of 4 sets, just to make sure your back panel is for size more like that. You can count up to the 10th row from each side where you're going to attach your back panel to the front panel. For sleeves, I have done the same thing I have done for the back panel, but for sleeves, as you can see, each color have only 2 sets, of which the purple one in this case have a total of 3 sets. And for sleeves, my foundation chains actually have a total of about 71 chains, of which depending on to the length of your sleeves. To shape the neckline, which is going to be done on the front panel, actually try to leave at least 4 spaces without going all the way up. Then once you reach there, just do the same thing you've been doing, but try to leave that space up there. And the adjustment on the other side, actually you're going to chain 12. Actually those 12 chains are going to be equal to the same spaces we have left on the other side. Just make sure on each side before you start shaping the neckline there should be 11 rows, or it depends on how wide you want your neck to be. So just go ahead and chain 12. Those 12 chains are going to be equal to the same number of spaces you have left on the other side. Once you get 12 chains, now you're going to flip your chain and start working into that back loop again. Try to skip the first chain from the hook and try to make a 3 double crochet into the second chain from the hook. Then just repeat the pattern by skipping 2 chains, 3 double crochet into the next chain all the way until you reach the granny stitches, and just continue with the pattern like you did. And just try to make sure on both sides, like I said, for the shoulder part there should be 11 rows. Or try to make sure your front panel is equal to the back panel, of which it's equal to each color there should be 3 sets of each. So which means the way you have alternated between the brown and the white, there should be 3 sets of them. The peach color, there should be 3 sets of them, and the purple one, there should be 4 of them. To join, actually just try to put down your panels together by making the back panel face down and put the front panel on top of it, and you're going to join using a yarn needle. Actually, you're first going to join your shoulders together. You can use any yarn color from one of the yarns that you have used to make your dress. And just make sure as you are joining, do not try to pull your yarn way too tight. And at the beginning, then try to secure your yarn tight more than twice, just to fully secure your yarn to avoid your work from undoing itself. Do the same thing on the other shoulder before you start attaching your sleeves. To attach your sleeves to the main cardigan, actually just try to fold them like that and mark the middle stitch. The middle part on your sleeve, that's the part that's going to go between your joint panels. Actually, that's the part that's going to go between where you have joined your front panel to the back panel. And actually just going to attach your sleeves to the main cardigan by first joining the one of the side of the sleeve to the front panel and the other side or to the back panel like that. Repeat the same thing on the other side until you have fully joined all your pieces together before you come at the final touch, which is the edging. For the edging, actually you're just going to do the same thing around your sleeves, actually around your cuffs and around the neck, as well as around the part that's going to be covered, the lower part of the dress. So just use one of the yarn color that you have used to make the dress. You're going to start off by making a slip knot and insert in one of the stitch, and just try to chain one to fully attach the yarn, then make a single crochet back into the same space and continue making single crochet all around in each stitch until the end. Once you reach the end, just try to slip stitch on top of the first single crochet you have started with to join your work. Chain one to fully secure your work, and you can cut off the end, and just do the same thing as well as on the other side of the cuff, around the neck as well as the lower part of the dress.